Eyes down for the Good afternoon, people. It's Tuesday. So much for no more short weeks. I'd forgotten I had to go to York and move my daughter from her college halls to her new second year accommodation today. So that was done yesterday. And this morning, I've been very bad and not shot any video. But as you can see, I've been thrang, as they say around here. Bloody thrang. Right, we have a bonnet in bits with all the badges off. Get off. Do you see that? It went for me then. Probably the number of times I've hit it, it's annoyed. All the badges off, all the hinges off. Getting that hinge pin out was a game, but I got it out. I'm just going to take that bracket off there and wire it back onto the thing so that it can get blasted as well. So these are ready for blasting. This is ready for blasting as it is. When I got it off, I noticed that there was about three spot welds holding it together. So I took the top cowl off, and you can do it in two pieces and get it clean, and then I'll stitch it back together. I've made a template that shows me the curve at the side, so that's done. That's done. That's ready to go. I just want the grease cleaning off them now, scraping off them. And I think, possibly, now, I'm ready for a bit of a tidy up. Oh! A man came this morning, and look what he brought me. Isn't that nice and just a bit too late? Just a bit too late. And it hasn't got a starter on it. No, it hasn't got a starter on it. Has it? No, it goes there and it hasn't got one on. No. I don't know what it is. It's a late disc braked one. 2CV engine, obviously. Well, it's not obvious to everybody, but it is a 2CV engine. Unfortunately, the cowl is rotten on it. I can't get it to turn, which means it's probably seized up. It's probably seized up because it's had the yes, carburetor seized up as well. It's probably seized up because it's had the top off, had that open. But no matter, useful for spares, especially things like this, exhaust manifolds and combined inlet and exhaust manifold. Oh, hang on. Yeah, that's missing, isn't it? Yeah, it's a bit of a wreck actually. It's missing on both sides. Yeah, it's missing on both sides. So that won't be a heated inlet manifold anymore. But there you go. Anyway, there it is. 20 quid. It's got wood cylinder heads on it. Or has it? Who knows? Who knows? I could probably sell the gearbox for that. Man, you think the gearbox is seized up as well? Oh no, it's not. Who knows? I bought it anyway. It's got an alternator, that's worth 20 quid. And it's got good shrouds on it as well. Very good shrouds on it. So yeah, very good shrouds on it. And a fan. But not much else. Carburetor will clean up. Probably the engine will clean up. Who knows what the pushrod tubes are like that. But there you go. I tried to see if it had any oil in it, and the dipstick broke. It has apparently no oil in it. Nope, no oil in it. I'd love to see it's got a good oil cooler on, but I know what they're like to get off, an absolute bastard. They appear to be good oil pipes. No fuel pump on it. Oh god, look at that. Fuel pump push rod sticking out there, no fuel pump on it. Yeah, half of it's missing. Never mind. You can't say fairer than that for 20 quid, can you? You know, if it's got one decent cylinder head on it, it's worth it. And as I say, the carburetor will strip. I'll bring it in and I'll put it to soak with some Clartu on it. Some release oil. I'll give it a dousing with release oil. Right, I'm going to have a go now at straightening that out. I'm just having a cup of tea, which is the first time I've stopped really this morning. No, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll finish this job completely, get them all cleaned up, ready to go to the sandblaster. Then I'll give him a ring and see if he can take them, or see when he can take them. Right, okay people, I'll stop rambling and I'll bring you back when I've done some more. Bye now. There we are folks. It's Tuesday, it's 5 o'clock. Well, it's after 5 o'clock actually, I've worked overtime. There's all the bits. There's all the bits to go for sandblasting, including the rocker cover, because it saved me acres of time to, and making a substandard job of it. If you get them sandblasted, they're just done, aren't they? And then I've almost got the radiator cowl off as well. I've just got one bolt left on there, the other end, and that's stuck. And I don't want to shear it off, because if I shear it off, it'll be sheared off and I'll have to repair it. And I've run out of gas for my blow lamp, so I'm beginning to wonder about one of those refilling kits you can get off eBay, because these bloody things are 15 quid a piece, which is ridiculous, totally bloody ridiculous. I'll turn that off tonight, yeah. Anyway, that's it for Monday. I think tomorrow, no, that's it for Tuesday. There's probably some brew left, yes there is. Look at my collection of weird and wonderful things. A lot of these are what my kids made when they were little, and they're all made out of the wax off Baby Bell cheeses. The rest is just stuff I've collected. Good old Dennis there. Right, I think tomorrow's job, I think Wednesday morning, the first job is to clear the bench down and have a sweep up on the bench, because that's in a terrible state. These aren't too bad. I'm tempted to re-chrome them, but they're brass, so they would re-chrome quite well, but re-chroming is not cheap. You can buy replacements, but there's nothing wrong with these. They just want a bit of re-chroming them, and that's all. I think I'll just polish them up and leave them, because, you know, it's a tractor in it. I don't want a bloody showroom finish. I just want it to look not knackered. You know, I don't want it to. I'll be using it quite a bit on the road, backwards and forwards. I mean, let's face it, on the road it's only about 200 yards on the road, but I don't want to draw attention to it by looking like an old knackered tractor. The crazy thing is, there was dozens of these in Langtoft. Literally, there was every bloody farm had a Fordson Major. It was a big tractor. It was a ploughing tractor. Every farm had one, and now, you know, you just don't see them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the bonnet, spray the cowl, get the radiator cowl off and get that sandblasted. The wings, the mudguards, I'll probably leave till winter. I'll probably leave those till winter, and take those off and get those done in winter. But other than that, we're about ready to start putting it back together. My thermostat's come, my antifreeze has come. What else am I waiting for? Oh, I'm waiting for the water pump pulley still. It hasn't come. It was supposed to be delivered yesterday, and when I actually looked up the BT tracking number, it was only posted yesterday. So it may have come today. On the other hand, it may not. But there you go. So that's it for Tuesday, and I'll see you all tomorrow for more fun and games. At least I've got a tidy floor to start with. Bye now. Morning folks. It's Wednesday. It's 11:57 and I've just got here. I've been putting cupboards up. What a wonderful pastime that is, putting cupboards up. Right, the pulley came, the pulley fits, and the pulley lines up. Isn't that wonderful? Of course, the result will be, and I'm going to have a look in a minute, that the fan will be a bit further back, because the water pumps are different lengths, right? And I think this is the only pattern that's available now. I don't think the other pattern's still available, so I shall mock up the radiator. I shall put the fan on. I'll find a couple of bolts first, put the fan on. I might even have a couple with the fan actually, that'll fit. Mock it up and then sit the radiator on and see what distance the fan is back from the thing now, and we might have to make a spacer just to push the fan forward a bit. But there you go. Right, I shall crack on with that, but first I shall open the big doors and let a bit of sunshine in. Right, I'll bring you all back in a minute. I added the rocker cover to the pile of sandblasting stuff. I'm going to put a bolt and a big washer in there just to preserve that rubber seal, and I shall wash it out inside and tell him to just do the outside. That'll just protect that seal. I don't want to take that seal out because it fits perfectly, it doesn't leak, right? And if it's probably a bit hardened, and if I take it out I know I'll knacker it, so I'm going to leave it in, but I'll just wash it out on the inside with some petrol, get the greasy shit out of it so it doesn't get stuff stuck to it. And then I've rung Mr Monday the sandblaster, and he hasn't got back to me, which is very unusual for him. I'm wondering if he's on a holiday or something. So there you go. Anyway, right, onward for what little bit is left of the day. It's going to be, this week is going to be another short week, folks, because I have to go back to York to take Izzy to York tomorrow. I'm just going to, I've missed my lights. That's better, put me the lights on. I'm going to have to take Izzy back to York tomorrow because she's got a job and she has to go for an induction day with a load of her mates tomorrow. So I'm going to spend most of tomorrow in the fair city of York, or at least up Wigington Road, outside what used to be the Roundtrees factory and is now the accursed Nestle factory. And I think she's going to be, well, she's been told she's going to be packing chocolate and sorting vegetables. Now, I don't know what vegetables to deal with up there, but I'm sure she'll find out in the fullness of time tomorrow. So I shall be in York all day tomorrow, and when I get back from York I've got to go to Kilham and pick the other daughter up and bring her back to Driffield. I'm in that time of life where you spend most of your time running around after your kids. So I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. I shall release this video as a one-piece jobby on Saturday, because there's going to be 2 full days taken out of it once again. Right, onward. I'll bring you back in a minute when I've got the fan mocked up. Bye now. Yeah, folks. It's all mocked up and it's about right. It could do with literally maybe half an inch. There is about half an inch difference in the position of the fan. I could live with it there. But it's I'm not actually quite sure. I've got it square. It seems to be square. Seems to be right. But well, maybe there should be another piece on it, like that at the other side. Should there? No. Oh, there are holes. Yes, there are holes. So there could have been another fan cover there. But I think I'll just put a small spacer in, just to move it back to where it was. But it's not far out, and the belt pulleys line up beautifully. So there you go. So problem solved. So next job, I suppose, is to get that fan cowl off, send that off for sandblasting, and then I can put the radiator back on, fill it back up with plain water, start it up, move it outside, and give it all a pressure wash off. Get it clean, get it ready for painting, get it ready for some paint, because that's going to be the next job really. I think I'm going to leave the mudguards where they are until until September. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I mean, Keith isn't really bothered. He said, well, why don't you leave it till back end? You do the tractor up properly and we'll leave it till back end when everything's died back a bit, and we'll do it then. And to be honest, I can't argue with that. But we'll see. We'll see. Right, onward. Take all that lot off and make some spaces for the fan. Okay, I'll bring you back in a bit. Bye now. Folks, 4 o'clock. I've got that pin over there straightened out, courtesy of 2 lengths of scaffold pole. I've measured the pins up for there, I've measured the balls up, I've measured the bushes I want for there. I want a category 2 1 inch top length. And I'm going to see what price they are on the internet, because some of them are very cheap, but the problem is with stuff on the internet, it's very cheap as it's usually also very crap. So there you go. So that's what I'm going to look for tonight. And if I can't get make any sense of anything tonight, I'll probably pop down to my local Scruton's men and see what they've got. Right, now I'm going to take this radiator off and try and get that nut off, which needs a bit of doctoring. It's gone a bit rusty, and then I can see if I can clean that cowl up, get it painted, because once it's cleaned up and painted I can get the radiator back on. And then I can start it up. I mean, you see people running them without radiators on briefly just for a test sort of thing, and they say, oh, they're absolutely fine, but I just haven't got the bottle. I just don't want to knack anything. But it's coming along well. I think I've got some expanded metal like this that I can probably make some of these out of, but I'm not paying 30 quid a piece for them. If I can get some cheaper, I might buy them, but I'm not paying 30 quid a piece for them. That's ridiculous. That's just silly money. So there you go. Right, what else have I done? Oh, I've got this, I've been working on this drive shaft. I've got this drive shaft freed off so that it slides now. Oh, it did. Just see if I can do it. Let's see if I can do it wrong. Yeah, there you go, look. Lovely sliding drive shaft. So I've also got to make a cover for that, and I might see if I can get one of them on the net as well, because they're a bit clever. There's a nylon bush fits into there, clicks round, and there's another one fits into there, and then there's a piece of tube on that way and a piece of tube on that way, and they run on those nylon bushes, on those nylon supports, and the bit that covers the UJ clicks into there and has the tubes between it, and the outer tubes of course are 2-piece and slide in and out as well as the length of the drive shaft varies. I have managed to get myself together and get some grease nipples in these. That's an odd bugger. I don't know if I can get one for that, but I've managed to get one in the other end, and I managed to grease that one up. This one's still a bit stiff. It's probably near enough for agriculture, but not near enough for me. So there you go. Right, that's that done. So we are getting there. I have got bits of plastic pipe that I could probably make a drive shaft cover from. It's just a matter of the ends. I'll see what I can find on the internet tonight, see if I can get anything half decent on the internet tonight, and if I can't I shall have to make some of it. Because they're 70 quid new, and that's a lot of money. You know, the drive shaft is like 150 quid or something. They're really expensive, but that's agriculture, everything's bloody expensive. Right, I'll get on a bit further and fill in the last hour before I have to go home, get washed and go to York. Tomorrow, that is. Get a shower tonight and then go to York in the morning. Righto folks, off we go again. Bye now. Wednesday, 5 o'clock. I'm happy with that setup. I don't really need to move that fan in anymore. I can put a couple of washers behind it just to give it an extra little bit. There should be another shroud on the other side to protect it, like that one there. There should be one on there, so I can soon make one of those. But I've actually seen it on pictures of the tractors. I got the radiator shroud off. What a job that was. With the last gasp of gas in a blow lamp, I managed to get it hot enough to get the bloody thing into bits. So there's the I won't send that for sandblast, and I can clean that up myself. I might even make another one. There you go. Right, so there's the radiator shroud ready to go for blasting. So I'll give Mr. Mundy another ring tonight and see if I can get hold of him and see when I can take it down. See when he's going to be in. But there we are. I've also done the disgusting job and cleaned all the old diesel shite out of there and put a nut and bolt and 2 big washers to protect that seal while that's being blasted. I'm not too bothered about the inside, but the outside needs doing. So I've got these bits ready to go. Right, that's it folks. Tomorrow we're going to York for at least half a day. So I'll get no filming done tomorrow. So I'm sorry. But I'll see you all again on Friday. Bye now. Good all. It's just going up for 2 o'clock and big empty space. I've just been to my sandblaster man to deliver all my tractor bits to him. So they'll be done on Monday afternoon, or by Monday afternoon. And yesterday on a pallet, that big yellow thing arrived. It's a bit big to go up on my girder there, right? It's a 3-ton one. Now it was 70 quid, and that's cheap. That's cheap because a 3-ton one's normally about 200 quid. But this is one. This is a chap who has quite a few of these without boxes and without instructions with them, and it was delivered on a pallet for 70 quid, so I reckon that's cheap. They're on eBay, go look for them, 3-ton. Right, so I've got to get that monstrosity up there, and I can just about lift it. Unfortunately, everything that's underneath is in the bloody way. Unless I can drag this out, drag this topper out, bring my hydraulic platform in and do it just there. I've just had a horrible thought. That's the lowest part of the girder, so I could do it there. That's the best place to fit it. I'll fit it there. I'll get it fitted on there. Yeah, there's plenty of room. There's plenty of room for it to go down. It will go on. I'll fit it there and do it off the hydraulic platform, and hope I don't kill myself. Right, okay, I'm now going to my local agricultural engineers with a list to get a load of tractor pins and a top link to fit tractor to topper. So when I get back with all my new toys, I'll let you know. Bye now. Guys, I'm back. Right, we've got a top link, which wasn't expensive. We've got a pin, which wasn't expensive. We've got another pin, which wasn't expensive. In fact, I was very pleased with the whole lot. And I've got some lynch pins as well. So, what we couldn't get were the bushes, which are like 30 by 22, 30 outside and 22 inside. So I'm going to make them. I'm also probably going to shorten that pin down and drill another hole in it. But other than that, we seem to be shuffling towards being sorted. So, I've found some metal. Look at the size of that thing. Can you appreciate how big that is? It's got to go up there. I'll do it. I'll manage. If not, I can always sell it. If it's too big, I can always sell it. I've got a piece of steel there that's not quite long enough, and I've got another piece of steel there that is long enough but is slightly smaller diameter. So unfortunately we haven't got a piece of tube that will do it, because all the tube sizes come out just too small for the balls. These balls are probably worn. Now you see, that's not a bad fit, but I can make a better fit with that short piece. And if necessary, I can add a bit to the end with a washer or something welded on, just to make sure it clears. It doesn't really matter that much. That old phrase, it's near enough for agriculture. There's going to be lots of farmers looking at me and laughing their heads off. But there you go. Right, so I'm going to whack this in the lathe and just take a shave off it till it fits, till it's a nice decent fit. And then bore it 22mm, and that should be it. Okay, I'll get on the lathe. Bye now. Here we go, folks, it's bushmaking. I just need another 5 thou off this and then turn it end for end. And we should be very close then. Of course, the balls on the tractor are worn. I mean, they're measuring out at 1 3/4 inches, which is what they're supposed to be, but they're worn probably a bit over, and they all need greasing up and maintaining, because it's obviously had very little maintenance. There's bits and pieces to do to it mechanically, but nothing much. Generally speaking, just correcting the neglect on the 3-point linkage. It just needs cleaning, freeing off and greasing. There doesn't appear to be a great deal wrong with it. Right, I'll just take this off to this cut, and then I'll try it in again and see how close we're getting. I'm taking 5 thou off, so it's taking 10 thou off the diameter, because I want a snug fit. Right, there we go. There we go. Right, I'll try this on and I'll bring you back. Bye now. I've changed lathes. This one's more concentric with the tailstock. I've got a wobble there on the drill bit, and I'm not happy about it. I haven't ever set this lathe up. I need to set the tailstock to headstock concentricity among other things. So I'm moving off that machine and onto this machine. So we're going to bore it on here. So I'll bring you back when I've got it done. Bye now. It's Friday, it's 5 o'clock, and it's not crackerjack. We've got a 18mm hole through. Now we're going for a 21mm hole with a rather crappy Chinese high-speed steel blacksmith's drill, because it's the nearest I've got to the size. We're getting there. If this is a 21mm, if it drills a bit oversized, which I expect it to do, then it might be about right. But the problem is with this, for a 21mm drill, it's actually quite a bit undersized, and this is what you get with these cheap Chinese sets, right? And the 22mm is a little bit oversized, but it may be okay. So I'm going to see what this comes out like, and I may just stick a boring bar through it. I am being sort of super duper cautious and sneaking up on my size, but it's good practice. It's good practice for getting it right. Oh, there was a shim under that too, but I mean, it's been drilling good swarf out. It's not as if it was screaming and squealing. The only problem is getting it tight enough in the chucks. It's got no flats on it. But right, that's it, folks. We've come to the end of our lollipop for this week. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. All you people who haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It makes a wonderful difference to me. Boosts my ego no end. Makes me almost want to get up on a Monday morning. So, I'll see you all next week with a nice new SpareX top link. Bye bye now. Bye bye.